Good morning. Oh my goodness, I can't see. Can you guys see me? It's really dark in here. What am I going to do? You guys can't see me. You need to see me, right? What could I use so you guys could see me? Because it's really dark. Maybe if you guys have an idea, you can put it in your comment box. What could I use? Maybe I could use a lighter. Could you guys see me if I use a lighter? Where's my lighter? I did have a lighter. It's gone. Okay, instead, maybe we'll try a night light. I'm going to plug my night light in. Let's see. Can you guys see me now? That's not working. You can maybe see my glasses. Can you see I'm moving? Let's try the lighter. I found the lighter. Oh, can you see me? A little bit. The lighter works a little bit, huh? What else? What else could I use? Could I use some Christmas lights? Would that work? Let's see. Oh, Christmas lights. Maybe the lighter and the Christmas lights. Can you see me now? It's really dark in here, isn't it? Ooh, the Christmas lights work a little bit. What else could I use? You guys have any ideas? What else? Yep, it's Heidi. What else could I use? Oh, you know what? Let's see, I have some candles here. Maybe if I light some candles, you guys can see me now. Let's see. Oh, here's a candle. Here's another candle. Here's another candle. Oh, let's light this one. I'll light it with my lighter. Can you guys see me now? A little bit? A little bit. What else could I use? Oh, I have a flashlight here. It's my headlamp. Do you guys use a headlamp when you go camping? Because it gets really dark at night and there's no lights. Oh, can you see me? Yeah, but that doesn't really work because it's on my head. So you can't really see me. Unless maybe I go like this. Oh, is that working? Can you see me now? I got my Christmas lights. I got my candle. I got my flashlight. It's a little better, but you guys still can't see me very well, can you? Solveig says yes. She can see me. Let's see. Should I try a lamp? A lamp might work, right? Is a lamp gonna work? Where's my lamp? Oh, here it is. I'll plug my lamp. Did you guys see my night light? Here's my night light. How many of you guys use a night light at night? When I was a kid, I had to have a night light because I was kind of scared of the dark. But as I've grown older, I've gotten out of that. So let's see. Let's see if I can use my lamp. Okay, let's turn it on. Oop. There you go. Oh, you can see me a little better, right? Maybe if I shine it at me. Oh, there. Anyone guess where I am? Can you guess where I am? Now that you have a little more light. I have my candles. I have my Christmas lights. I have my flashlight. I have my night light, although my night light's not working. Anything else? What else could I use? So you guys could really see me. Any ideas? What about the overhead lights? Should I try the overhead lights? Oh, there! Can you see me? Keegan says, right there. Here I am. Have you guys noticed that the sun goes down much earlier than it did this summer? And it gets dark out, really, really dark. This time of year, our night is longer than our daylight. So it's dark longer than when the sun is out. So we've figured out some things. Do you guys use these at home when it gets dark? Candles or lamps or lights? You know what? Lamps and overhead lights are a newer invention in our world. They've only been around for a little over 100 years. So what do you think people did before they had lamps that plugged in and electricity and overhead lights? What do you think they did? Do you think they used candles and they used lanterns that they had to light? What do you think that would be like? Not only do we have these items to light our way, but we also have Jesus. Jesus as our light. Jesus cannot provide the physical light. He can't provide candles and a lamp and overhead lights, but he can provide the light in our world through the love of God. The darkness in the world can be heavy with lots of burdens, but the love of God and the love of the people in our community bring joy and light to our lives. And we can share that light. How do you guys think we could share that light? Do you think we could share it by our smiles, and when the pandemic is over, through our hugs and high fives? And what else could we use? We could through laughter. We can share our light in many, many ways by taking care of people, bringing them things, leaving it on their front step, showing our love through other people in many, many ways. So I have a book this morning that I want to read to you, and then we'll sing This Little Light of Mine, and then we'll be done. But let's read this. This is called Song of the Stars, A Christmas Story. The world was about to change forever, and it almost went by unnoticed. But the leaves that night rustled with a rumor. News rang out across the open fields. A song drifted over the hills. The wind whispered it softly in the sycamore trees that waved their moonlit branches to the sky. A barn owl took flight. Woodland creatures stirred. It's time! It's time! In the pine woods, 2 deer raised their heads. A big brown bear sniffed the air. A red fox darted. The faces of little flowers lifted to the skies. It's time! It's time! The skies shouted it to the seas that thundered it to the waves, that roared it to the great white whales, that sang it to the starfish in the deep. And tiny sandpipers danced it on shining sands. Hold on, I gotta figure out, there we go. It's time, it's time. The running rivers bounded over boulders, and the otters clapped and played and sang to the ducklings that splashed and quacked to the salmon that leapt and leapt. And tiny field mice and insects and little creeping things and sparrows and robins and every single blade of grass squeaked and hummed and chirped and sang, "It's time! It's time!" Wild stallions drummed it into the ground. On a lonely peak, a lion raised his strong head and roared it out to the empty wilderness. The mighty king, the Prince of Peace. All the stars joined together in a chorus that rang out through the heavens, the bright and morning star. And on a hillside overlooking a little town, sheep nuzzled their new lambs. The Good Shepherd. Suddenly, angels lit up the whole sky, and a great choir sang it out loud. It's time! He's come! At last! He's here! And in the little town, in a little shed, in a little window, a candle flickered in the dark. And a tiny cry rang out in the cold night air. And high above, a single star set in the highest heavens shone out brighter than all the others and poured down silver onto the little shed. A light to the world, or a light to light up the whole world. The animals stood around his bed, and the whole earth and all the stars and sky held its breath. The one who made us has come to live with us. And a young mother, with no place to rest, nowhere to stay, kept it as a song inside her heart, our rescuer. And they gazed in wonder at God's great gift, lying on a bed of straw, wrapped in rags, a tiny little baby. God's great gift, the gift to light our world. And you, that light lives in you, and you can share it. Should we sing This Little Light of Mine? I bet you all know the words. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Should we hide it under a bushel? Hide it under a bushel. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. How about all around the world? All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let's sing This Little Light of Mine one more time. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Do you all have an Advent wreath at home? Do you have candles that you light every night on your table? Well, now when you light your candles every night, turn off the lights, light your Christmas tree, use a flashlight, or maybe turn back your lights on. Remember that God loves you and you are a light in the world. Bye, everyone. Take care.